We've partnered with Auburn Hills Police Department, Birmingham Police Department, and Rochester City Police Department to put on this regional youth academy for teens, get them out here and give them a week glimpse of law enforcement and a little bit of what the police academy is like.
Can anybody with a certain color see anything on here?
We have a lighting activity that we call using alternative light sources. We use lights that show a different spectrum of light that help us locate evidence easier.
Okay. So now we get into a new color.
Different forms of light will reflect and show differently on different substances. And we demonstrate that by putting some ink or powder or something to simulate what might be blood up on the whiteboard or on the floor, and then we show the students that with the different light sources.
So we have here things you can use.
We had the students go through some fingerprinting processing. We gave them various types of fingerprint powder. There's what we call latent print powder, which is what you've seen in the very old movies and stuff where they have a brush and it goes everywhere, or there's magnetic powder.
We learned how to lift a fingerprint, which was really cool. We did from multiple objects, sunglasses. Also learned how to trace a fingerprint with Accutrans, and that was really cool as well.
We brought out our incident command vehicle. This is a multiple use vehicle. It's not just for crime scenes or evidence tech work, but we also utilize it for accident investigation, different equipment that might be needed for any major incident. In addition to that, we have equipment. So we have all sorts of different ballistic vests and helmets, equipment that may need to be deployed at a moment's notice.
And have it suited to them quick enough, right?
So put on the vest was really cool and also kind of uncomfortable because it's really heavy and large and definitely not made for a teenager. We also got to put on the helmet and got to feel what the shield is like, so that was awesome.
I'm using my arms to disperse my energy as I fall.
They started off with baby steps, right? And it's always funny, we say they learned how to fall, but it's something we learn early as police officers when we go through these defensive tactics.
To properly fall, you would fall backwards, but you would tuck your chin into your neck, and then you would squat down and then fall back.
We did some hands-on techniques, some handcuffing techniques.
But if this was his job?
Today I learned how to self-defense. I can use my arms, my elbows, my hands, my fists. And then we learned how to handcuff today.
So as I'm putting the handcuff on, I'm pulling back with my hand.
So you have to tell them to turn around, put their hands behind their backs, and put their thumbs facing upwards. And then you pull their hands and you push the handcuffs on them.
Just like that.
Right behind me is our simulated traffic stops, and they're out there conducting traffic stops with two of our township trustees as drivers.
I'm gonna let you go with a verbal warning.
Wow, thank you, officer.
Here's your information back, and just try to slow it down.
Yes.
And drive safe.
Thank you so much.
Yep, not a problem.
Thank you.
We learned how to tell if somebody's drunk by asking them to walk across a line or to even play catch with them.
We actually have a pedal card out here. We're putting drunk goggles on them. They're goggles that impair the eyesight. It stimulates that they've had too much to drink, and it shows them how hard it is to operate a vehicle. And while we do that, we give them a lot of good statistics and facts about impaired driving and what we do to enforce it, but also how we try and prevent it in the first place.
I couldn't see anything when I was in the car, and it just didn't really work.
Something very cool that we do for these kids is we're going to put them through full CPR AED certification, stop the bleed certifications. Even if they don't want to go into law enforcement, if they decide to be a lifeguard or babysit or do any kind of job, they're going to go in on their resume and show them, hey, I'm certified in these skills.
All right, let's get them graduated.
I think overall it was a good experience for me. I'm going to put my certificate on my resume.
I would recommend it because Regional Youth Police Academy does get you first aid certified, and it's really just fun. You got to do a lot of fun stuff.